Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Tigers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. To throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country.
Turning it off! How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes, yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Grab behind the line. It's Lynch. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this.
And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Will have to use its first time out of the half. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
To the ground. He's got it again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to Green. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Toss sweep to the right. Got room to work. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulsa. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. A strike downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit louder. So like, listen, Feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Rowe. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. Let him be checked out. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. LSU will get a first down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You throw the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making checks. They'll run play action. Quick strike complete. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers, between the safeties, to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. And the Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up. Power football with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make it.
Makes the grab past the marker. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds you, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. When they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Jamison. They've got the screen set up. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
You You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Buffalo. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it for a big play. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Give to the running back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's Jamison. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This defense knew they had a tall task going against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense will try to keep everything in front. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. There he goes! Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
It'll be a first and 10 from the 29. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Creates a little space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Trying to move them on the counter. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stop it. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quickly complete. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15. And let's see what they do on 4th. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be
sprinting away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Central Michigan is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Chippewa's fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Jamison. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a Nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be...
Breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Looking downfield on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Boone. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Calls his own number. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got room on the return. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And they're getting close to the point now in offense where it's full milk the clock mode, right? Run the football. Don't worry about throwing it right down the middle of the field. Keep giving it to your back who can fall forward. If we can keep doing stuff like this, get a few first downs, preserve the victory, and get out of here.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. Gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense
just plowing ahead. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. run the offense out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. From the shotgun, the inside kid. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Gonna take a shot. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs at the open field.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Try to get it to the edge. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.